It was that.
I could be biased, but I really do feel like when Praise House got attacked is whenever Christian TikTok was like, oh wait, like let's start pointing fingers at each other. I mean, like I get it and everything. It was bound to happen.
I put aside what the world had to offer. I found love in the arms of the Father.
I'm here with the two most famous guys on Christian TikTok
It's a
ever.
Zach sandwich.
That,
Where's the bread?
what the bread? What are you eating? First of all,
A Rice Crisp.
a Rice Crisp.
Rice Krispie?
And then what's wrong with your finger? Let's address that right now. This
So-
is only a way Zach Moore can get injured.
So last week I went home to Louisiana to visit my family, and my dog was chasing my chickens. So I had to grab him by the collar so he wouldn't kill my mom's chickens. My mom was screaming, and he just like barrel rolled, and his collar got stuck around my finger and just snapped.
There you have it.
My dog, he's a black lab though. He's big. He's not like a tiny little dog. A tiny dog couldn't do that.
I got honey on it.
Okay, so he's got a broken finger and he's got that rice cake. And today we're going to be talking about what happened to Christian TikTok. They were there. These guys were like some of the first people that I ever followed. I came a little later, but still in the beginning. Christian TikTok is just not the same. So we're going to talk about it. Not at all. So we're just going to talk about it. When did you guys start?
You started before me.
I started in August 2019.
I started posting on December 2019 and then like took it serious January, February
Same.
2020.
But I started in August.
Like whenever COVID hit is whenever I started like making content.
I did not start for the right reason though.
Nah, me.
I saw Jacob, so Jacob, he's another one of our housemates. Me and him were like best friends before we even started TikTok. But I saw him blow up on TikTok, so I was like, I bet, let me post. So
That boy wanted some clout. And then you were posting covers?
Yeah, I think like my first video on my page right now is a cover of me. Oh, I was singing Falling by Harry Styles. And I had glasses on.
Really?
Yeah, I had glasses on.
No way.
And like the fade. And my hair went forward.
can we play that video?
Play a clip of it.
A clip of
A
it.
little bit.
I'm in my bed and you're not here, and there's no one to blame but the drink in my wandering head.
I came later. I started posting like in 2020, I think in like the summer. But the first sound, okay, so I posted a baptism. I went viral for like a dumb life hack. And then I posted like my baptism because I started getting back on track with Jesus. And so I posted my baptism not knowing that Christian TikTok was a thing. And then my For You page just flooded with Christian content. So like the OGs were like him and Jacob. He was like one of the first guys that
Grayson
popped up.
Bearden.
Grayson Bearden, Atika, Elijah Lamb. Like those were people that were popping up. And the first sound I ever saved was his and Jacob's.
Oh,
Was the
it is
you
so
and
crazy.
I can go to church one night.
Bro,
That
it
was
You and I could go
to church one night.
I'll show you a good time. Promise you I change your mind. Just let me
Pray with you.
so yeah. Christian TikTok back then was really like
So innocent.
it was so
Crazy.
innocent and it was corny, but it was also like just
It was fun.
it was just
Yeah.
evangelism. Like it wasn't like so serious and kind of how it is now. Yeah, you're walking on eggshells if you post Christian TikToks now. This guy's outfits in the beginning of Christian TikTok were interesting, to say the least.
I'm gonna find a photo of you of the best outfit, cringiest outfit, and I'm gonna put it up right here, right now.
All right. Let's talk about your outfit.
Hey,
You got me.
You
into
started
that.
wearing his outfits.
Yeah, I didn't have like bad outfits.
He gave me like a bag of clothes and it was all tie-dye shirts.
I used to wear a lot of tie-dye, bro.
Yeah.
Like
So
summer
yeah.
2020.
And you had curtain bangs, huh?
You had curtain bangs. I had the fade with the hair going forward.
Bro, you look like a hype house dude. When I first found you, literally, yeah, that's literally what you look like.
And I didn't have any tattoos at all.
Barely.
When I first started posting content, all I had is my
Yeah.
half sleeve, and then the Praise House.
I would have never gotten a tattoo if I didn't meet him, to be honest. He changed my style and everything.
Changed my life.
Changed my life.
He changed my life.
Bro, it's crazy that because I used to watch these dudes and now I live with them, which is the craziest thing. But I'm sure they want to know what happened to Praise House.
Oh my God.
I didn't know if I could ask that, but if you guys want to answer that,
I mean, there was a bunch of drama.
This is when TikTok, like Christian
Yeah.
TikTok, took a shift.
Dude, honestly,
It was that.
I
bro.
could be biased, but I really do feel like when Praise House got attacked is whenever Christian TikTok was like, oh wait, like let's start pointing fingers at each other. I mean, like I get it and everything. It was bound to happen.
Realistically,
But like we gotta like Praise House got eaten alive for like 2 weeks with all this back and forth between us and another creator. And then after that, like I don't know, I think it became like a competition game of like who can get the most followers the quickest. And I mean, I'm not speaking for people, like obviously like there's a lot of people that I'm really close and really good friends with even now. Whenever David Ladding was a part of the Praise House and he was blowing up, bro, David blew up really fast.
Yeah, I met him when he had like 100,000 followers, and
Yeah.
then he just
Freaking skyrocketed. I mean, because he was making videos and he was preaching on TikTok every single day, making 10 videos a day. I was like, dude, how do you do that?
He impacted a lot of people. Though.
Yeah, he still is. He
Yeah,
still
that's
is.
awesome.
Honestly, Praise House, like it was fun and everything, but we were we were young, we were bored, it was in lockdown, so like we like flew out and did a couple events and it was like a lot of fun because we had nothing to do. But then after like everybody like went back to school and when me and you moved out here to start Hillsong College, I mean naturally like we're just really young and we're all on like different paths, and so I think that's all it was. Like we never had like a fallout or anything like that. Like there was no drama. I think we just got busy and then kind of everybody just kind of split and did their own thing, and it's good. Like everybody's doing really good right now.
that's something that I love. Is like, although like Christian TikTok took a shift, and you don't see as many people posting as who used to post and the OGs that used to post, but like after going to Passion and seeing so many like OG creators,
Oh my
I realized
goodness.
that like people aren't inactive. Like
Yeah.
people may not be posting TikToks and doing the things that they used to do, but like people are doing ministry. People are traveling. People are preaching. People are leading youth groups, leading YA groups, doing missions. Like there's people doing all sorts of things for the kingdom. And I think that's something that I love, that like Christian TikTok became this hub of like revival and influencing young people to actually be bold in their faith, because that was unheard of at the time. There were so many people that were like, man, I'm the only young person that is on fire for God. And then you get on TikTok and you see thousands and thousands of creators on TikTok
That's actually cool.
that are bold in faith. And now you got a bunch of young people in their schools leading groups, leading, you know, connect groups and doing Zoom Bible studies during quarantine and stuff like that. Like all that started breaking out, and it transitioned into people like doing missions, doing ministry,
Yeah.
like people that are active for the kingdom. And I love that. So
Yeah. When you went to Passion, who were some Christian creators you had seen on your For You page for so long, but met for the first time? I know I met Henrik for the first time at Passion. I met
Cam J for me.
I met Cam at Passion the
Yeah.
very first time. What were a couple more?
I met Max.
Max Milton.
Love Max
I
Milton,
love him.
bro.
I think that was the first time I met Max.
I met Henrik for the first time too. I don't know if you said that.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I met him for the first time at Passion. Okay,
Bro.
I'm just gonna
Bro,
get out of the video.
But it was the most surreal thing. Like even
was so cool,
before
bro.
Passion, we had like a worship night full of a ton of creators that was really like intimate. Before
That was fire.
That was unreal,
That was
because
fire.
there's people that you're watching on your For You page for so long and have grown close with over the internet for so long. But you see like, oh, this person is actually genuine. Like this person actually loves the Lord, and this person actually worships in spirit and in truth, and is hearing from the Holy Spirit and is leading from a healthy place. And I think that's something that was refreshing to see, because now there's a lot of people that it just seems manufactured in a way and superficial. I don't know. That's kind of what I see.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It was fun.
It was fun.
It was a lot of
It
fun.
was a lot of fun.
Anything you gotta say, or should we show them more outfits? Bro,
no.
I think Zach Moore should be awarded biggest glow up from Christian TikTok.
Bro,
Yeah. And
You
got a
and
girlfriend
Jacob.
I got a girlfriend.
He got a girlfriend now too. We don't even got girlfriends. That's crazy. That's tough. What?
Just thinking about it.
Your glow up?
Just
You and Jacob together.
Somebody got PTSD thinking about his glow up.
All right, this is a picture of him and Jacob together whenever they first started TikTok, and then this is a picture of them now. So you tell us if they had the best glow ups. Just being 100% real. Like I think if quarantine and everything that happened on TikTok would have never happened, I would not be here at all. Like I don't think any of us would
No,
be here.
yeah.
And so it definitely presented like so much opportunity just with like leading worship, meeting a bunch of people. Now I have like a sphere of influence. I never thought that I would like it was never the goal to be famous or anything. I thought I was just gonna lead worship for the rest of my life and just make music, but I never ever thought that I would have a platform like this and to be able to like make music full time and have like my own songs on Spotify. Like I never thought that was ever gonna be possible. And now we're here 2 years later, and like God is just like, he's blessed us a lot, and he's given us a lot of community and a lot of really good resources with ministry. So it's changed my life for sure.
It's crazy how you use a broken app to impact so many people. Like, because that's where young kids went.
Yeah.
Like the first thing they would see is like, you know,
People would just like just dance like really sexually and like
like kids would get on the app and that's the first thing they would see. So it's very awesome to know that like our videos are reaching that generation. You know, like that's like, I'd rather them see a cringy Christian TikTok rather than, you know, something perverted and you know.
sure.
And I feel like that's how it's crazy to think about like back then, like the algorithm kind of changed, but like one post could reach the amount of people that were at Passion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's insane to think about. It still blows my mind how God used an app to, one, bring us together, and two, reach so many people.
So if you can tell your younger self when you were first starting one thing, one piece of advice, what would you say?
Cut your hair, bro.
That's the one piece of advice.
No, I'm just
I would say don't try to be someone that you're not. Because I think in the beginning of my social media journey, social media is all outward appearance, and I want to look good, and I want to say the right things, and I want to look the right way, and I want people to see like my highlight reel of my life. I for sure here and there would try to be someone that like God didn't intend me to be. Like in the beginning, like God was like, you're gonna make music and you're gonna lead worship and you're gonna help people, you're gonna influence people. And I didn't even believe that in the beginning. So half of it was me running from my own calling, thinking that I could be social media famous and get a bunch of followers and make a bunch of money, which is what that's not what God had intended for me in the beginning. And so I for sure lost track of that a little bit, and then kind of came back. Yes, you have influence, but like it's not for that. Like you shouldn't be doing it for that. And so yeah, God broke me kind of like even coming here to Hillsong, really humble, just like, bro, like it's not about you at all. Like, yeah, I'm using you, but it's not about you. So yeah, I would say don't try to be someone that you're not.
I would tell myself, stop focusing on the likes and the comments and the popular side of it. Like I would literally post a really good video about a verse or something I've learned, and it would get like no views, and I would delete it. But like my heart kind of like shifted as I like grew in my relationship with the Lord. Because when I started TikTok, I had just got saved. Like, well, I was saved, but like I had just like living a life of repentance, you know. So my heart kind of like changed, and I don't care how many views I get, you know. And that's where I'm at right now. It's like I don't care, as long as like if only 100 people see it and one person is impacted, it was worth it.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
So I would just tell myself like, keep your focus on why you're doing what you're doing, you know. Like don't let the likes change that.
Yeah,
I would say that. I was so like caught up in the views and the likes and
Bro, I remember like doing dancing videos.
I remember you doing dancing videos.
And that is not me, bro.
I
Like
used to do the slow-mo
no.
dance. And I'm gonna put it right here.
That
too.
is not me, bro.
Whoa, I don't dance, I just sway. Young boy, but the flow 38. I don't dance.
I thought it was so cool.
I think for me, something that I learned was like, and it sounds corny and it sounds easy to understand, but seek first the kingdom. And I think something that I was so worked up about was like, I had this influence and it was growing, and I was making videos that were reaching people, and I was scared that I was gonna lose it, as if it had any value to my life anyway. And so like I would do all this stuff to make content and produce, even if I was neglecting my word, even if I was neglecting prayer and my relationship with Jesus. I was so busy doing things for Jesus that I neglected Jesus himself. And so something that I would say to myself is like, seek first the kingdom, because God is the ultimate creator. He's gonna give you what to post. He's gonna give you ideas. He's gonna give you creativity. He's gonna give you the influence. And something that the Lord has been teaching me is that what is for you, no man can take away, even yourself. So if the door is yours and you're meant to walk through it, He's gonna open it. Nothing you can do is gonna open it. Nothing you can do is gonna close it. He's gonna open the door. But you gotta seek him first and do what he's called you to do to be the influence that he's called you to be. Because he's gonna give you the influence, but if you don't have him, you're not gonna be of any good influence. You're just gonna lead people astray. And so like, that's how burnout happens. And that's how I was getting burnt out in the beginning. And I was just like, man, what am I doing wrong? And I found myself in that mindset where I was like, why am I not getting views? Why am I not doing this? Why am I not doing that? And I got so convicted in a moment that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cut off social media, and I'm gonna focus on the Lord for a little bit. And I did that. I was journaling a lot at this time. That's something that I love to do, is write. And the Lord was like, okay, now post and share this, because this is what I'm teaching you, and this is what you're really wrestling with, and this is how I'm gonna reveal myself to you in this season, and other people are gonna relate to the season that you're going through. And I'm gonna help people through this. And so I shared my writing, and that's what like caught, and that's what went viral, and that's what reached the most people. And I realized in that moment that like, man, if I seek the Lord, he's gonna open doors that I have no business opening and I have no capability of opening, but he'll open it wide open if I just seek him. And it's gonna be, and so that's something that I would tell myself, and I would advise whoever's watching this video, if you're producing content, or if you're like even just not producing content but living for the Lord, and you're scared and you don't know what to do next, seek first the kingdom. Like, it's so easy to say, but it's so hard to outwork sometimes.
I think that's about it.
That's about it.
So, what happened to Christian TikTok? Where are we at right now?
I think, honestly, I think there are people that are being raised up in leadership that were there in the beginning that I think will make like a return almost. But I think people need to be taught. People need to be under submission. People need to be under leadership to be able to lead effectively. Because when you guys were young and leading a ministry, it didn't end so well, huh?
I mean,
Well, you ended up here,
yeah,
but it didn't last.
it just didn't last because it wasn't like a serious thing. It was just a bunch of like 19, 20-year-olds getting together doing worship events, and then we're all dispersed, and so it never really ended up being like a full-time thing. We all went and did our own thing. We didn't have a lot of mentorship or anybody to lead us, so we were like doing it all ourselves, and like big things came and hit us in the face. We're like, what do we do? Because we're a bunch of like just young kids like trying to run something that was huge, because there were like thousands and thousands of people watching us every single day, and like hundreds of people coming and hanging out with us whenever we would do like revival events. It was great, it was fun, it was awesome, but it didn't last because like there wasn't anybody to hold us accountable, or there wasn't any like leaders that were with us every step of the way.
Yeah.
God used it for his time, I would say.
Yeah, it was cool. He taught us a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for it. And
That's
I
why
wouldn't
we're here.
I wouldn't take it back. I wouldn't
Yeah,
take it back.
no.
It was awesome, and I learned a lot. However you want to wrap it up.
Good. If you enjoyed this, video, go ahead and leave a like. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're dropping a lot of content, vlogs on the way, social experiments. If you have any ideas in the comments, go ahead and drop them. Like, we have a whiteboard and everything. We got a tablecloth. We've got some stuff, and we're taking this serious.
We got
guys.
a fuzzy mic.
We got a fuzzy mic, and I know we've said this before, but we're actually serious this time.
Yo, we said it like 5 times. Hey,
but-
we're gonna be pumping up content.
Honestly though, now I think the Lord has convicted us and brought us to the same page to where like
We want to do it full time.
we want to do this like full time, and
We just want to help people
yeah,
and just
serve
help people grow, and like
We got some
value-
announcements coming soon.
Oh,
yeah, we do
do
have
some announcements.
humongous announcements. So stay tuned, man.
If you want to be part of the family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Like and prescribe.
I know you didn't hit the subscribe button, so go
Pause
ahead
it.
and hit it.
Pause it
Pause
right
the
now.
video, hit the subscribe button, and be a part of the family. In Jesus'
Yeah, you
name.
tell them.
You're scaring
Yeah.
You're scaring me.